welcome.
Hi.
Welcome to the tour of this wonderful auction house. Pia, the name in German is?
Ladenburger Spielzeugauktion.
That's why she says it and I don't. This is the Ladenburg auction house, which we know and love, where we buy our toys and wonderful miniatures and dolls and such. I'm here with Pia today, my friend and colleague, and we're going to lead you on a tour of this wonderful place so you can see what happens behind the curtains during an auction, all those spaces where the business happens and the cataloging happens and such. So welcome, come join us, and we look forward to showing you what's inside. So we're sitting right outside the main office, and there's a concert going on downstairs, so we might hear some music. But tell us what usually happens in this very comfortable sitting space.
Well, usually if customers coming up because they want to show us something, I want to sit down with them and talk about the items and talk about where they get it, or if there is a private collection. Well, yes, and then we talk about if this is interesting for the auction. Yeah.
So this is a place where you'd first meet with a person to review with the items that they've brought.
Right.
Well, it's very comfortable and it's a wonderful view. I'm looking at a very old city. I'm looking at a beautiful tree. It's great light, so it's a perfect place for you to look at things.
Right, right.
Pia, we're standing right in the heart of the office, and one of the things that I know you and the team spend a lot of time on is cataloging and research. And it looks like this might be the place where you get some information to do so.
Well, yes. It is not only that we use, of course, books and from known collectors. It is also that we use our old catalogs by ourselves, because we sometimes we found the dolls, or we get dolls back from collections which we sold already a few years ago, or many years ago. Yes.
Very interesting. And just so the viewers understand, this is going all the way to the ceiling and it's the whole wall. So this is like a library in itself. Very interesting and an important part of what you do.
Of course.
Pia, one of the things that I noticed from the outside of the auction house, and then when we walked into this wonderful room, was this display of almost life-size children dolls. Can you tell us what we're looking at?
Yes, all of them are Katie Kruse dolls, and some of them, and that is very interesting, are from 1950. That means it is a real old hat, and you can see it in the background. So they're really rare, and it's just a few times that we sell it already.
Well, they're wonderful. I especially like this one that I think is dressed as a mushroom.
Yeah, true.
Absolutely darling.
It's a little mushroom, yeah, true. Well, and here's one in the background. This is Goutier, so that's a French bisque doll, but very interesting also for yes, for clothes for little children's.
Absolutely beautiful. I can imagine that outfit on a little girl.
Yes, right.
Absolutely beautiful. We are standing in a wonderful and remarkable place in the auction house. And where we are is on the first floor. And this wonderful space is both a museum and a cafe and a community center, and tonight it's a cabaret. So if you hear music and people in the background, it's because it's a happening place with lots of excitement. But Pia, tell us a little bit more what we're looking at and what happens in this space.
Yes, what you see right now in the cases is the next items for the next upcoming fall auction. So we have a big Steiffgal collection for dogs, for teddies, for everything, and then we have also a big collection with drama bears. So it's very interesting what will happen in the next fall auction.
There is, and I'm seeing a few things that I'm already in love with, like a tail moose head cat, a wonderful rattler terrier, which is also the tail moose head, and of course a loopy wolf, which is hiding, but is fabulous. So as always, I'm going to have wonderful things in the upcoming sale. Pia, tell us where we're standing in the auction hall.
Right now we stay in the office. Here's the place where you pay your bill. So downstairs is the museum and upstairs is where the auction begins. And if you finish with the auction, then you come downstairs here to the office to pay your bill.
Now, can you also pick up items that you might have paid for online or on the phone here?
Well, some of the items. We have here mostly doll furnitures and doll houses and yes, big things.
Now, is this the place where people would maybe drop things off for you to take a look at?
Yes, that's
So
also.
what do we have? What are we looking at in the room now?
Right now you can see one is the new items for the next auctions. That's maybe tin toys or doll furnitures, and also if you want to pick up things, we put it together before the customer is coming, and well, yes, we have everything already together if they want to pick it up.
And what is your favorite thing in the room that we can look at now?
Well, I think this house actually.
This
I think
one right
that's
here?
really pretty. Yes, doll furniture is one of my lovely thing what we do in the auction, and this dollhouse is pretty nice also. It is very unusual because it's round on top, and that is really unusual.
I bet many of the people watching this film would love to have this in their house.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure. So we're walking right outside the auction house, and it's just beautiful. We're in an old city. The buildings are just exquisite to look at. They're so beautifully constructed and have such great history, which really makes people think about antiques and the history of your company.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about when your company started and what that was all about.
Well, it started at 1989. That was my parents' first auction, but that was a really small auction in a little room in Ladenburg. It was just a little room, and well, then they saw that it works. It
Yes.
works really good, and they starting to build the first house inside in the old part of Ladenburg, and then they grow up. After 20 years, we decide to build our auction house in Ladenburg, and that works also. And right now we have the next step because my husband comes to the company, and that is a really great working together. It's sometimes hard with a family, but it makes sense, and it's really great to work together. And now we have the next step. We have a first branch in Switzerland, and that was very well. We was working together in Switzerland for a great collection, and well, and then we decide to make the next step in the USA, and there's our second branch.
Well, that's very exciting. So we've gone from a small family business of a little tiny auction house. You're now an international company,
Right,
headquartered right here.
Right.
Super exciting, and I'm so excited for what the future holds for you.
We too.
That's wonderful.